Happy Friday, church family. I hope you've had a great week and are looking forward to this weekend. Several reminders about upcoming events and opportunities just for you to get involved. First, remember that tomorrow is the ladies ministry tour to Lincoln Lake. If you're participating, we're excited about this day, learning together about the ministry at camp and helping out. And then on Sunday, our teens and leaders will be leaving for the missions trip immediately following the morning service. We are going to pray for them at the end of the service, and they're going to go. We're excited about what God is doing through them and through this church as we try to encourage them with ministry opportunities, maybe some challenges, some long days of work and opportunities to really practice dependence on God. We are going to be praying for this camp and that God would use this camp. And I invite you to pray this week specifically for travel, for good opportunities to share the gospel, unity, and in each person on the trip, the names will be available to you, and we want to share those. While you're praying for the teens, don't forget to pray for the leaders too, that we'll just be able to bless them, encourage them, and really help them walk through life honoring Christ. The team will return the following Sunday evening, which just happens to be Father's Day. That morning, we're going to be blessed with Tim Fink preaching during the morning service, thankful for his willingness to open God's Word, encourage our church family. We love that they're part of our fellowship, and you definitely want to hear what he has to say. Men, axe throwing is starting this coming Monday. We're going to do it for 4 weeks. Come, join us. Bring a friend, have some fun. Ladies, just a reminder that you have your weekly pool party starting June 23rd. These are great opportunities to just be together, kind of a summer tradition. We have a sign-up sheet just so that we know how much food and be ready, so help us out with that. We want to make sure this is a great opportunity for the ladies to get together with their kids. Looking forward a little bit farther ahead, the annual church picnic is coming up July 5th. This year, we're meeting at a new location at Douglas Walker Park. We're excited to have a little different venue and looking forward to some great food, fellowship, being together with our church family. And as we prepare for this picnic, we need several volunteers to help us out for the day. There's the sign-up sheet for setting up tables, tearing down tables afterwards, helping with food, some organizational things. We'd love to have you help us. I know our church has great servants of Christ, and I would love to have you help us out on that day. Many hands, right? Makes light work. It's a great way to encourage the church family. Now, before I wrap up, I want to revisit what we talked about this last week. Last Sunday, we discussed Solomon. One of the biggest stumbling blocks in his life was a little bit of compromise. The danger of compromise is that it rarely starts with a dramatic decision. And most of the time, it begins with small choices that seem insignificant at the moment. A small exception here or a justification there. Sometimes we don't even know it's really a problem, and we convince ourselves that it's not a big deal. Over time, these small compromises create cracks in our spiritual foundation. And this week, our sermon is called Performance. It's from 1 Kings chapter 8. If you get a chance to read it, feel free to do that, where we arrive at what might be the highest moment in Solomon's entire life. The temple is finished. For generations, God's people have worshiped in a tent. David wanted to build a permanent place of worship, but Solomon was the one who would complete it. And this wasn't just another construction project. It represented God's promises, his presence with his people, and that God was faithful over and over with his people. And everything happens to be going right. It looks like that. The kingdom is strong. It's united. The temple is beautiful. And they have this dedication of the temple. And God responds in a dramatic way. You would think this is the moment when everything is secure. But Solomon knows something huge. A beautiful building cannot guarantee a faithful heart. A strong start cannot guarantee faithful finish. And that's the question that we're going to wrestle with this Sunday. How do people who genuinely love God slowly drift away from him? So join us this Sunday as we continue our series in 1 Kings and discover why the greatest threats to our faith are not on the outside. They are often inside of us. And that's where we have to really consider as we want to be faithful in every generation. Now, I think you'll find this week's message both challenging and encouraging as we walk through the life of Solomon and through 1st and 2nd Kings. Finally, hey, here's your challenge for the weekend. Join us praying for the teens. Pray for them. Maybe set a phone reminder for all 7 days, 8 days that they're gone. Write a note, put it on your refrigerator. Pray for them. Find a time to do that at each meal. Do something to help and be part of this mission trip. Some go, some contribute, some pray. Be part of that team of people as we try to make disciples in our midst. Because prayer is one of the most important ways that we participate in ministry. Even when we're not physically present, your prayers matter. And we're grateful for each one of them. Thank you, church family, for all the ways you serve, encourage, and support one another and me. And I'm so grateful. We are blessed to be part of a caring church family that loves God. And we want to be faithful to this generation and the next. We can't wait to worship with you. Can't wait to see you on Sunday. And I hope you have a great weekend. God bless.